So good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me, could you give me your name, please, and your function?
My name is Laj Utreja.
Laj Utreja.
Now, Utreja is a name which also tells you the origin of our family, ancestors. Whenever you have J-A in the end of any name, last name, it means born of, just like Samson, Donaldson, which means way back when we belong to the family of Uttara. All it means is born of Uttara. So the family name goes on.
That's good. That's continuity.
That's correct.
Beautiful. Tell me, what do you do exactly in life?
I'm an aerospace engineer by training. Have worked for aerospace companies. Have taught in a university. Had a business of my own. But then I had a tragedy in my life. And that took me to another path. I started searching as to who I am. And that took me to many places, all over America, wherever there were some religious institutions, and all over India, where there were religious institutions, just to get some idea as to what am I all about. So in search for that, I had a lot of insights, which I summarized in two of my books that I wrote. Who are we, and what's our origin? Now that led me to another direction, and that was doing something for the cause of peace in the world.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is finding out avenues in which not only that we promote peace, but go to the grassroots, go to people, and convince them one by one that this is the only way to live.
And how do you intend to do that?
That's exactly what I have in mind. I've taken upon myself a mission that it is through education that I'm going to transform people. It's going to be self-transformation. It is only when the person has to convince himself or herself that this is the right way to do things.
You wrote a book, or you intend to have a program, to prepare a program?
It's in the works. Before I begin, I am going to write a book on the Institute of Global Harmony. The idea, the vision, the mission, and the approach. And seek out world thinkers and philosophers, experts in the fields, to write an article on their subject of expertise as to how they pertain to harmony. Because it's going to be Institute of Global Harmony, how we can all live together in peace and harmony, and also with the nature.
How do you intend to incorporate that into the schooling system? With all the bureaucracy, you know?
Somebody has to start it. So what I plan to do is, it is going to be an experiment in which future generations, I'm not going to touch any person who is living, who is an adult, but the folks who are about to come and start their new life, expose them to truths about life, about the perspective, the good and the bad, what goods we have done, what bads we have done in our lives, and let them figure out as to what is good for them, because this is going to be their world. All we are going to provide is an environment in which they can think better, they can think clearly.
Basically, you're planning to start a school of your own.
Well, this is going to be adjunct to an already existing university in India
Okay.
It is in the Western India, and name of the institution is Gandhi Vidya Mandir. It is on the auspices of Gandhi Vidya Mandir that we are going to have an Institute of Global Harmony.
And then you would use that as an example to try to sensitize Ministry of Education or the appropriate entity in order to incorporate that in different other universities?
So the approach is going to be that once we establish the school, inculcate a curriculum, then take this to the state of Rajasthan, then to the government of India, and ask for their recognition, because this is going to be a model school. And then take that model to all over the world.
Okay, but you're aiming kids of what age?
This is going to be touching all segments of society. From the would-be parents who have a desire that the children they are going to have must be peaceful, they should love the environment, they should be able to live in harmony with the society and the environment. In conjunction with that, there is going to be preschool, there is going to be high school, and also there is going to be graduate school. But at the level of high school, we want to turn every student who enrolls into a socially responsible human being.
Well, that's a major task.
Yes, in a way it is. But when the kids do anything by themselves, as if it's part of their nature, then it's not difficult.
In your previous work, were you doing a lot of military equipments and things like that kind of opened your mind to go towards peace and harmony?
Well, you see, there is always a time in a person's life in which there is awakening. And awakening is in the form of recognizing that the other human being is just like I am. Same desires, same needs, same aspirations. We are all part of one global family. In the Vedas it is written, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, we are all one human family.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to add to that?
Well, we have seen that over the years, the greed of the rich and the arrogance of the powerful have polluted the entire earth. And I think time has come that folks at large are recognizing this. But how to disseminate the idea that we can have our desires fulfilled? There's nothing wrong, because we have to pursue a life of liberty and we have to pursue happiness. That's a given, that's our right. But the same right should be given to all. It should be equally accessible.
I'd have one last question for you is, what happens in countries where the bureaucracy would dictate that no, we don't want that kind of education system in our country?
Well, ultimately, it is not going to be the governments. It is how people want to live. We are not going to touch any system. We are going to go to the grassroots, to the society, to the parents, to families. That's how we're going to reach our goal.
And how do you intend to go to society and to the parents in order to reach your goal?
One family at a time. We're going to advertise it through the internet, through brochures, through journals, that such an institute exists. So we are going to invite only those people who are interested in this kind of an idea and this kind of education.
Okay, so it's a little bit like a private kind of educational system.
In a way, but ultimately we want to make sure that government does recognize this.
Well, I think it's beautiful project, and I wish you all the luck in the world, because I totally believe that if we want our youth to succeed in life, we have to equip them with whatever it takes. So I wish you the best of luck, and it was very nice talking to you.
Well, Ricardo, I certainly appreciate that. And thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure. Have a great day.
Thank you. You do the same.